All right, great. Let's go ahead and get started. Starting as we normally do with breath. Come to a comfortable seat. Legs can be crossed in front of you or splayed out in front of you as well. Shift your shoulders back just slightly so you can create a straight line from your root all the way between your shoulders and up through the crown of your head. We're going to do some alternate nostril breathing and then what's called humming bee breath. So alternate breathing will alternate breathing through the nostrils. And then for humming bee breath, I would say sit this out. If you have any issues with migraines or anything, just come back to deep breaths. But if you're game, this breath stimulates the vagus nerve, which runs up all the way to your brain and connects a lot of the things that are going on emotionally and physically. So it can get you a good high there. As we normally do, let's start with 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And exhale to release. Last round and deepest breath yet. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth, letting your shoulders fall away from your ears. Letting your left hand rest in your lap or on your left knee. Bring your right hand and we'll be alternating between the left and right nostril using our thumb and ring finger of our right hand. So we start the loop by closing off the right nostril and inhaling through the left. Cover the left nostril and exhale through the right. Inhale through right. Cover right, exhale through left. Inhale through left. Cover left, exhale through right. Inhale through right. Cover right, exhale through left. Inhale through left. Cover left, exhale through right. Inhale through right. Exhale through left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. And last round. Inhale through the right. Cover the right nostril and exhale through the left. Letting your hands fall, you can blink your eyes open if you have had them closed. Hopefully just feeling a natural slowness in your breath, in your presence. Moving on to the humming bee breath. We'll inhale through our nose and exhale to hum, or hum to exhale. If you want anything deeper, there's also an option to lightly plug your ears and cover your eyes, just to really have that sensation concentrated in your head. Again, if you have migraines, not the breath exercise for you, just keep breathing deeply. But we'll do 3 rounds of this together. I'll start the first round without the hands, and then the second rounds, I'll be covering my ears and my eyes. Inhale through the nose. Hum to exhale. Inhale through the nose. Option to cover your ears and eyes. And exhale to hum. Second round at your pace. And when you're done, just let your hands fall to your lap. Breath becomes unprompted. As this is the 4th and final time I'm teaching this particular sequence, I wanted to share its theme and something that I've been really thinking about just in the last month. And a simple quote that I read that says, "Treat life like an experiment." Things have been so heavy lately, decisions seem to weigh more. And sometimes I can say personally, I've lost some of the lightheartedness of life. And it's unfortunate because life is still going on. There's still friends, there's still fam that I'm extremely grateful for. And instead of focusing on the negative and what could be or what could have been and how this time last year compares to now, just want to focus on the now. And if things work out, they work out. If things don't work out, it's a lesson learned. And the way to apply that to yoga is just thinking about how you're dropping into poses. Yes, it should be with intention. Yes, it should be with awareness, but also bringing the lightheartedness to some of the even most challenging poses. Play to that ego a little bit. As you inhale, bring your hands up towards the sky. And then bring your hands down to prayer at the chest. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, out to the side and up to the sky. Hands meet at prayer. And exhale, bring prayer down to heart center. 1 more. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, come down and back to center. Bowing forward, I encourage you to set an intention for your class. And on your next inhale, press your palms together, engaging the upper body and creating 1 line of energy from elbow to elbow. Exhale to release and walk your hands forward, meeting me in child's pose. Feet together, toes touch. Knees can come out to the width of the mat, or if you'd like to bring them at hips width distance, that's more traditional in this particular pose. As your hips come back to your heels, your chest lays onto the mat. Arms extend forward to your space, resting your heart and forehead onto the ground. Coming back to this breath, bring texture to your breath. The breath of Ujjayi breath is something you can cultivate by inhaling through your nose, and then as you exhale, keeping your mouth closed, pretending that you're fogging up a mirror. So you're adding texture just to that part of the throat. Inhale brings the gaze to the top of your space, and exhale, walk your hands over to the right side. As you reach through the left fingertips, press the left hip down slightly to extend the side body stretch. And then option to bring your right hand and wrap it around your right foot as your forehead comes down to the ground. Release the right hand, gaze comes to your fingertips, and exhale, walk your hands through center over to the left side of your space. This time, reaching through the right hand, ground down through the right hip, and breathe into the side body stretch that stretches along the right side of your body. If you took a bind with your right hand on the other side, go ahead and reach back with the left and wrap it around your left foot. Release the left hand, and as you inhale, gaze to the fingertips, walking your hands back through center. Now for the second round of child's pose, you have three options. First being to melt right into your mat. Second being to take a more active position here, pressing into your palms and lifting your elbows off the ground. And then third is finding that reverse prayer. Hands come to prayer, bend your elbows, and bring prayer to the nape of your neck. If your hands are in reverse prayer, go ahead and release them down. Draw your wrists back and meet me back in tabletop position. First, just swaying your hips side to side, squeezing the obliques. Engage Hasta Bandha, or your hand bind, by spreading your fingers wide and pressing down into the fingertips and knuckles. As you find your neutral space, stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Inhale, cow pose, flip the tailbone up, drop the belly, lift through the chest. And exhale, cat pose, press down into the palms and round in your back body. Inhale, cow pose, heart shines through. And exhale, cat pose, this time pressing into the back of the heart space. 3 more on your own breath. Moving with attention. And linking that breath to movement. At the last of cat pose, come back to neutral tabletop. Tune back into your wrists and your shoulders. Engage the hands as we move into threading the needle. Press down into your left hand. Inhale, right hand reaches up to the sky. Exhale, thread the right arm underneath your left armpit. Gazing up at the sky or ceiling before dropping the right shoulder and right ear down to the ground. Keeping your left hand active, you can either press down into the palm or walk your left hand up to the front of your space. Your hips are going to want to shift left, so make a conscious effort to shift them to the right side to neutralize them. If your left arm is extended, draw it back and plant it underneath your left shoulder. Inhale, right hand comes up to the sky. Exhale, right hand planted down. Inhale, left hand rises. And exhale, thread the left hand underneath your right armpit. Gaze up to get some space and then draw the left shoulder down to the ground, left ear down as well. You can take your right hand and place it on your sacrum just above the tailbone and just kind of check into where your hips are. Again, they'll probably want to shift right. We have to make a conscious effort to center them. Whatever position you took on the left side, please do so on the right. So whether that's arm extended or arm active, go ahead and drop in for a breath. And exhale. If the right hand is extended, plant it underneath the right shoulder. Inhale, left hand up to the sky to unravel. Exhale, left hand down. Moving into supported side plank. Press down into your right hand. Step the right foot out, still keeping onto the right knee, and then step the left foot back so that it's parallel to the back of your space. As you look down, make sure that your right wrist is right underneath the right shoulder. Inhale, left hand comes up to the sky. Exhale, left hand reaches overhead. Here's a great opportunity to be intentional with your stretch. As you reach through the left fingertips, press down through the knife edge of your left foot. Inhale, left hand rises. And exhale, left hand comes down, left knee comes down. Inhale, press down through the left hand. Step the left foot out. And step your right foot back so that it's parallel to the back of your space. On your next inhale, bring your right hand up to the sky. Supported side plank. And then exhale, reach the right hand overhead. Look down real quick and just make sure that your shoulder's stacked over your wrist. And then again, be intentional with reaching through the right fingertips and pressing down through the knife edge of your right foot. Inhale, right hand rises. And exhale, right hand comes down, right knee comes down. Tuck your toes and lift the knees up for our first down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana.
Taking a moment here to pedal out the feet, walk in the dog, even shifting your hips side to side, wagging your tail. Take whatever organic movement you need to settle into this space. On your next inhale, heels rise to the sky, and exhale, rotate your feet over to the right side of your mat. So as you continue to press into your palms, make sure that your shoulders are still even. And then notice the stretch that's following along the right side of your right leg. Inhale, heels rise. And exhale, rotate the feet over to the left side. Now the stretch has gone onto the left side of your left leg, right into the IT band. Great stretch for runners and walkers and cyclists alike, and even if you're just spending a lot of time sitting. Inhale, heels rise, and exhale, press your heels down towards the ground. Getting into a calf stretch, you can walk the feet towards the front just slightly to get your heels down onto the ground. And then on your next inhale, bring the gaze to the tops of your space and take the tiniest of steps to bring your feet in between your hands for forward fold. Here in our first forward fold, shifting side to side, getting into that hip space. You can even reach for opposite elbows and let the head just dangle in between your biceps. If you're looking for a deeper release in the neck and shoulder space, interlace your fingers just below, just where the skull meets the neck. Bring your hands back down to the ground for forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms come to your shins as you straighten out through the back. Take a moment just to lengthen from your hip space all the way along the spine into the crown of your head. And then exhale, fold forward. On a long inhale, come to stand. Arms reach out to the side and up to the sky. Exhale, cactus the arms back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Inhale, hands reach up to the sky. And exhale, forward fold, chest to leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Keeping the lift in the chest, plant your hands down. As you exhale, step your feet back for high plank. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward. And exhale, press your hips up and back for down dog. Now we're going to do that sane twice more. Speeding it up a little bit, although this is a Hatha practice where we're holding our poses for 3-ish breaths. We'll hold each pose for an inhale or an exhale just to get some speed going and maybe get some heat within the body. Inhale, bring your gaze to the top of your space. Exhale, step your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms come up to the sky. And exhale, Nuvatasana, cactus the arms back. Inhale, reach to lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, chest to leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step your feet back. Inhale, shift the shoulders forward. Exhale, press your hips up and back. Last round, inhale, look to the top of your space. Exhale, step your feet in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach out to the side and up to the sky. Exhale, cactus the arms back. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands back and step your feet back. Inhale, shift the shoulders forward. And exhale, shift your hips up and back into down dog. Great job here. Take just 2 breaths in the space. Inhale through the nose together. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, look to the top of your space. And exhale, step your feet in between your hands. Preparing for chair pose. Feet come together, toes touch, slight space in between your heels. As you shift your weight back into your heels, bend your knees, bringing your seat closer to the ground. Arms can reach up. I like to squeeze my biceps into my ears and then release the shoulders. But if your shoulders are too tight, you can also just reach directly forward. Taking some time to build a heat here. Make sure that the lower belly is engaged and take out any weird arch in your low back. We want to keep that as neutral as possible. On an exhale, interlace your fingers at low back. Another option for this is actually to reach for opposite elbows. As we lift through the chest, inhale. And if your hands are bound, go ahead and bring the bound fist up to the sky. If you're reaching for opposite elbows, you can go ahead and just release the hands. Straighten the knees and fold forward. Your hands are in a bind. Go ahead and release the hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Tent up the fingers onto your mat. And as you exhale, step the left foot back here in low lunge. Press down into your right foot to lift the chest off the thigh. Arms come up to the sky for Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hold. Press down into the ball of the left foot to lift the left heel off the mat. Inhale, reach. And exhale, cactus the arms, lifting through the chest. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. And exhale, fold forward, hands frame the right foot. Inhale, look to the top of your space. And exhale, step your left foot to meet the right. Preparing for second round of chair pose. You guys know the deal. Inhale, come into chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, build heat together. Inhale, interlace the fingers at the low back. Exhale, see if you can squeeze the palms together, or if you're reaching for opposite elbows, squeeze it even deeper. Inhale, lift through the chest. And exhale, straighten the knees, fold forward, chest to leg. Release the hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Tenting up your fingers. Exhale, step your right foot back. Low lunge with left foot forward. Press down into the left foot as you inhale, come on up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, see if you can get a deeper bend in the left knee. Engage the back foot by pressing into the ball of your right foot. Inhale, reach. And exhale, cactus the arms back. Inhale, bring the hands up to the sky. And exhale, fold forward, framing the left foot. Inhale, look to the top of your space. And exhale, step your right foot forward. Here in forward fold, plant the right hand down, just right in front of your feet at center. Bend the right knee, and as you inhale, bring the left hand up to the sky. Inhale, reach through the left fingertips, and exhale, switch out the hands, left hand planted. Inhale, right hand comes up to the sky, bending the left knee. Inhale, reach through the right fingertips, and exhale, right hand comes down to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step your left foot back. Now, lower the left knee down. If you need any extra cushion for the left knee, you can fold your mat over or grab a pillow or a blanket. As we lift through the chest, interlace the fingers at the top of the right thigh. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, start to lean forward. Look back at your left foot and make sure that the toes are pointed directly behind you and they're not pointed to one side or the other. As we lean forward, we're stretching the left hip flexor right in that front space of your left hip. Press down into the right foot and bring your right forearm to your right thigh and your left hand up to the sky. Inhale to reach, and exhale, side bend over to your right side. Inhale, left hand comes up to the sky, and exhale, plant the left hand on the inside of your right foot. Right hand comes up for a twist. Now here in this twist, try creating density by pulling the right leg into your torso. Always got the option of tucking your left toes and lifting the left knee off the ground. Left knee comes down if it was lifted. And then as we move into our side plank pose, you can step the right foot back so it's parallel to the back of your space. If you want to take another round of supported, feel free to do so. If you want to do the full Vashisthasana, you can bring both of your feet back and then lift through the hips and reach through the right hand. Holding here, 2 more breaths. Inhale, reach, and exhale, plant the right hand down. Inhale, shift the shoulders forward, and exhale, press your hips up and back, down dog. Taking a couple breaths here. Inhale, left leg rises behind you. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Dropping the right knee down this time. Again, grab that extra cushion or fold your mat over. Interlace your fingers at the top of the left thigh. Lengthen with your inhale, and then exhale, start to lean forward, getting into that hip flexor on the right side. Press down through the left foot, stacking the left knee over your left heel. Rest the left forearm on your left thigh. Inhale, reach through the right fingertips, and exhale, side bend over to your left side. Moving that stretch from the front of the hip, the outer hip. Breathing into any spaces where you feel like you're holding tension, and using your exhales to melt that tension away. Inhale, reach through the right fingertips. And exhale, right hand comes down on the inside of your left foot. Inhale, left hand comes up to the sky for a twist. And option to tuck the right toes and lift the right knee off the ground. Preparing for side plank on this side, however you took it on the other. For full side plank, you can step your left foot back. And for supported, you can bring your right knee down to the ground. Inhale together. Exhale, release. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach through the left fingertips, and exhale, left hand comes down to the ground. Inhale, shift the shoulders forward, and exhale, press your hips up and back. For this particular down dog, I want you to spread your fingers wide, engage Hatha Bandha by pressing down into your fingertips and knuckles. Rotate the elbows. So the eye of the elbows are going towards the front of your space. You don't need to like auto lock them, but that's how you want to engage the arms. And as you inhale, feel how that goes all the way along the forearms into the shoulder space, along the spines, peeking at your hip, and then exhale, let that stretch and breath travel down your legs from your hamstrings and calves down to your heels. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step the right foot behind your right thumb. Rotate the left foot so that the toes are pointed toward the top left corner of your mat. Press down into your right foot, lifting the chest off the thigh. Arms come up to the sky. Warrior one. Here in this closed hip pose, our left hip kind of wants to open up. So press down into your right foot to draw the right hip back and press your left hip forward. On an exhale, interlace your fingers at the low back. Option here to also reach for opposite elbows. Inhale, lift through the chest. And exhale, fold forward, wounded warrior. Right shoulder comes to your right knee. And treat this like an experiment. You might feel a little wobbly. This can be challenging with balance. You can always heel toe your right foot over the right side to widen your stance, but also just come back to the breath. Release the bind in your arms or hands. Feet frame the right foot. Heel toe your right foot over to the left side so that your heels are in alignment. And then rotate make sure that the left toes are still pointed towards the top left corner of your mat. Preparing for pyramid pose, inhale, halfway lift, straighten the knee, and exhale, fold forward over the right leg. Rotate the left foot so that it's parallel to the back of your space. And then press down into your right foot, bending the right knee. Come on up to warrior two. Arms come out to the sky and then out to the side. Switch sides here. So for warrior two, just take a look at your foundation. Left foot is parallel to the back of your space. Right toes are pointed directly forward. Heel to arch alignment with your feet. Right knee is stacked over your right ankle. Hips are centered, shoulders stacked over your hips, and arms extended. Inhale, reach the right arm back for reverse warrior. Option to let your left hand rest on the left thigh, or you can reach behind the back for a bind. With your exhale, commit to the bend in the right knee. Still want to get strength in that quad muscle. Inhale, come back to warrior two. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the right foot. Inhale, right leg rises behind you. Exhale, right foot comes down to meet the left. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step the left foot behind the left thumb. Rotate the right foot at a 45-degree angle and come on up to warrior one. Arms reach up to the sky. Draw the left hip back and press your right hip forward to center out the hips. Feel the stretch in the lower body as you engage your upper body muscles. On an exhale, interlace the fingers at the low back or reach for opposite elbows. Inhale, lift through the chest. And exhale, fold forward, wounded warrior. This time, your left shoulder stacks over your left knee. And you're gonna get shakes in that left leg, which is totally fine. Treating it as an experiment, see what works best for you. Maybe it's widening the stance, maybe it's squeezing your palms together, maybe it's even squeezing into the elbows, just bringing attention to somewhere else that's not balancing. Inhale together. And exhale, release the hands down to frame the left foot. Heel to heel alignment here. Inhale, halfway lift, straightening the left knee. Exhale, fold forward, chest to leg. Send your breath to the belly of the hamstring muscle, right behind your quad. Rotate the right foot so that it's parallel to the back of your mat. Heel to arch alignment, setting up for warrior two here. Inhale, reach up to the sky, and then exhale, arms reach out to the side. Two breaths here, just settling into your space, engaging whatever muscles you feel need that extra love and attention. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reaching the left hand back. And option to wrap the right arm behind the back or rest the right hand on the right thigh. Inhale, come back to warrior two. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the left foot. Inhale, left leg rises behind you. And exhale, let the left foot fall to meet the right. Let's come back to those heel rises. Inhale, heels lift from the mat. And exhale, rotate the feet over to the right side. Taking a breath here. On your next inhale, heels rise. And then rotate your feet over to the left side. Inhale, heels rise. And exhale, press the heels down to the ground. It's okay if they don't touch. You're feeling that sensation along the back of your leg. That's all that I care about. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Coming back to low lunge. Move back and forth, shifting your weight back and forth and getting into any of those juicy areas of the hip space. On your next inhale, come into crescent pose. Reaching the hands up to the sky. Exhale, swing the right hand back, reaching for the left thigh. As you inhale, reach through the left fingertips. Notice that while there is a back bend here, you're really focusing on lifting up through the chest, like you're a puppet and you got a little string right in the middle of your chest. Inhale, reach the hands up to the sky. Exhale, this time swing the left hand back, reaching back for the left thigh. Inhale, bring both hands up to the sky. And exhale, hands come down to frame the right foot. Drop the left knee down and step the right foot forward, preparing for half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. When you're at your furthest, release the toes and point them upward. Digging your heel into the mat. I like to also press with my left foot, pressing the bottom of my foot into the space. Inhale, lift through the chest, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, draw the right heel back. Hands are planted on both sides of your right foot. Tuck your left toes, and as you inhale, right leg comes up to the sky behind you. Exhale, bend your right knee and stack your right hip over the left. Take a moment here to maybe rotate your ankle, or if you'd like to, draw circles with your right knee. Just make sure that you even it out. So if you do 2 clockwise, make sure that you do 2 counterclockwise. Inhale, reach through the right toes. And exhale, right foot comes down to meet the left. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step the left foot forward in between the hands. Inhale, crescent Anjaneyasana. Arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, swim the left hand down and back, reaching for the back of your right thigh. Come back to that puppet, thinking about the string attached to your heart center, your chest, and pulling upwards. Inhale, both hands come up to the sky. Exhale, swim the right hand down and back, reaching for the right thigh. Inhale, reach through the left fingertips. Exhale, see if you can get a little bit deeper in the bend in your left knee. Inhale, both hands come up to the sky. And exhale, hands come down to frame the left foot. Drop the right knee down and then walk your left foot forward until you hit your peak. When you're ready, left toes come up to the sky. Press down into the left heel for half splits. Inhale, lift through the chest, and exhale, fold forward. Draw the left heel back towards the hands. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee off the ground. And as you inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee, stacking the left hip over the right. I got a couple snap, crackles, and pops on that one. When you're done with whatever rotations or circle you've done, reach through the left toes and then exhale, left foot comes down. Here in down dog. Exhale, press into the palms. And then inhale, shift the shoulders forward for high plank. Take one breath together, pressing into the palms into the back of the heart space. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale, press upward once more. And on your exhale, lower down to the ground. Option to come down to your knees first, or if you want to take chaturanga arms, squeeze the elbows into the rib cage, and then slowly let your belly come down to the mat. We're going to do 3 different spine strengthening poses. Each gets a little bit more in depth, so you find whatever your depth is, and then do it 3 times, or do it 1 time. To move on. So our first with cobra pose, press down into the palms. They're planted right into your, just below the shoulders. Untuck the toes so that the tops of the feet are pressing into the mat. Equally press into the tops of the thighs and the front of the pelvis. And as you inhale, start to lift through the chest. Maybe you can even hover your hands, really tapping into the strength needed from the spine and the muscles along the spine. Exhale, release the chest and head down. Arms can rest at your side as you rest on your right cheek, right ear. Gaze comes to the top of your space. Interlace your fingers at low back, or just reach the fingertips towards your heels. Again, press down into the tops of the feet, front of the pelvis as you lift the chest off the ground. And exhale, unwind, letting the chest fall, this time resting on your left cheek. Gaze comes to the top of your space. Bend your knees. Last round here for bow pose, Dhanurasana. Reach your hands back and wrap your hands around your ankles here. Flex the feet. As you inhale, kick your feet into your hands, lifting the chest off the ground. Exhale, hold. Inhale, see if you can get your chest 1 inch higher. And exhale, release the chest down to the ground. Cheeks choice, choose whatever cheek you want to rest on. Hands come back so your palms are planted underneath your shoulders, lifting the chest up. Go ahead and walk the knees to the center of your space. Our last piece is camel, and we've really set up ourselves for success here with this back bend. I know back bends can sometimes be a little bit nervous around them, but all the practice that we've been doing with our exalted and reaching up, we were talking about lifting through the chest instead of thinking about like going backwards. So we're going to get into this stage by stage. Do whatever you feel comfortable with, and just have fun. Treat it as an experiment, right? So here in Hero's Pose, I want to take an opportunity just to take 2 grounding breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more inhale. And exhale. Toes are untucked here. Press down into the tops of the feet and the shins and bring your hips to stack over your knees. Hands come back to, pretend that you have like back pockets in your yoga pants or shorts. And place your hands right behind the hips. Squeeze your elbows together. That naturally brings a lift to our chest. And just breathe here. If you want to go deeper, you can inhale, bring your right hand up to the sky. Exhale, press your hips forward. Inhale, reach through the right hand. Exhale, swing the right arm down and back, placing it back in your back pocket. Inhale, left hand comes up to the sky. Exhale, press your hips forward. Tap into the chest space. How are you lifting? How are you lengthening? Making sure that we're taking any crunch out of the low back. Inhale, reach through the left hand. And exhale, swing the left hand down and back. Hands come to your trusty back pockets. As you inhale, squeeze the elbows together. Exhale, press the hips forward. Option here to tuck the toes, bringing the heels a little bit closer. And if you feel like you're ready, you can reach the hands back to wrap them around the heels. Biggest thing here is remembering not to fall into that crunchy back bend. Press your hip forward and lift your chest upward. One more breath together. Inhale. And exhale. You can come back on up, untucking the toes. Hips come back to your heels. Hands come to rest on your thighs. Coming back into these grounding breaths. A lot of those back bends can bring up physically some like feelings of nausea or unintentionally holding our breaths in certain parts. Emotionally, they can bring some deep sadness, just with your heart chakra shining so forward here. On an exhale, fold forward. Chest to legs. Tuck your chin, bringing your chin closer to your chest. And Place the top of your head onto the mat. Bring your hands behind you, wrapping them around your heels on the outside of your feet. And if you're ready, keeping that chin tucked, roll on the top of your head, lifting the thighs off, lifting the hips off of your heels for rabbit pose. Drop the hips down, slowly come up to seated. Swing your legs out to either side and then extend them to the front of your space. Inhale, hands come up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. Walk your left hand over to the outside of your right foot. Inhale, see if you can lift your right heel off the ground. Right arm can reach back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release the right heel down. This time, walk your right hand to the outside of your left foot. Inhale, see if you can lift the left heel and reach the left hand back. Inhale here. And exhale, let the left heel down. Folding forward. Inhale, come up to seated. And exhale, slowly lower down to your back. Keeping the left heel planted into the ground, squeeze your right knee into your chest. And as you exhale, draw it in towards your armpit. Left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Right arm extended, planting down through the right shoulder. Inhale. And exhale, fold the right knee over to your left side. Supine twist. Inhale, right knee rises. Exhale, give it a squeeze. Right foot reaches towards the top of your space, ground down through the right heel, and then draw your left knee into your chest. Exhale, left knee comes to left armpit. Right hand comes to the outside of your left knee as you reach through the left arm, ground down through the left shoulder, and exhale, twist over to your right side. Squeezing the left knee into the chest. Exhale, plant the left foot down and step the right foot to meet the left. So both feet are planted into your mat, preparing for bridge pose. Step them closer to your hips so you're able to touch the back of your heels with your fingertips. Heels are about hip width distance. Press down into the feet with an inhale, lifting the hips off the ground. Option to interlace your fingers at the low back and tuck your shoulders underneath your torso. Inhale, hips rise. And exhale, let the hips slowly fall down to the ground. Heel toe your feet out to the width of your mat, maybe even wider. And broken bridge, let your knees knock into one another. Inhale, knees rise. And exhale, heel toe your feet so that they meet. And then bring the bottoms of your feet to touch, letting the knees drop open. Our last hip opening pose of class, Supta Baddha Konasana. I sometimes like to bring my right hand to my belly and left hand to my heart, just to feel a sense of groundedness. You're welcome to stay in Supta Baddha Konasana for Shavasana. Or if you'd like traditional Shavasana, release the bottoms of the feet and extend your legs to the front of your space. Letting your heels touch, let your feet flop open. Hands can come to rest at your side and melt into your space. You're more than welcome to stay in the Shavasana pose for as long as you can. But if you're looking to be let out, go ahead and reach the arms up to the sky and overhead. Flexing the feet, pressing through the heels for a solid good morning stretch. And exhale, roll to either side, bringing the knees in towards the chest and resting your head on either bicep. Taking one more breath to feel grounded here in your practice. Inhale. And exhale to release. On your next inhale, press on up into seated. Legs are crossed in front of you, right back to this familiar space. Bringing your hands to heart center, taking a moment for gratitude for every muscle, bone, joint, and ligament that took you through your practice. Bringing your prayer to third eye center. Thankful for all the life lessons provided, the perspective given, the approach of treating life as an experiment, and folding forward, thankful and so everly grateful for this space and this practice, opportunity to practice with you virtually and in person. And thankful for this place that you call home, all the places you have gone, and all the places you will go. Namaste.